Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing, you guys. In this video, we're going to take a look at a Autel bi-directional scan tool, and it is their MaxiCom MK808S professional scan tool. Let's do it. So before we get this video started, if you've never been on the channel before, typically we do detailing videos, product review videos, ceramic coating videos, stuff like that. This is a detailing channel. But I've been a mechanic for a little over 20 years, you guys. I don't do it professionally anymore. I do still turn wrenches at home, obviously. So scanners and stuff and tools are right up my alley, and that's why I have some videos on stuff like that also, not detailing related. This is what this video is going to be like. At the shop I used to work at, we used to use an Autel scanner, so I'm no stranger to Autel. So when Autel reached out to me and asked me if I was willing to check out their scanner, you guys, I absolutely said yes. I'm no stranger to Autel. The shop I used to work at, when I first started working there, we had an Autel scanner and it worked great. No issues at all there. So I was like, yeah, I'll definitely check it out for you guys. So that does make it a sponsored video. They did send this to me for free, you guys, basically in return for a video. So it is a sponsored video. I always like to put that out there for you guys. All right, you guys, so this bi-directional scanner from Autel, you guys, does a lot of different things. So the tool has a 7-inch LCD touchscreen, you guys, a 5,000 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery, multilingual support, tool resistant to grease and water. That's actually very important, especially as a mechanic, because there's times that you have stuff on your hands where you have to grab your scanner and you just don't have time to wash your hands because you're looking at data or something, your hand's dirty, and you got to grab it really quick and look at it. That's very important there. And then it does have Wi-Fi capability. On the side here, you guys, I was reading a minute ago, it is a 1024 by 600 quality screen. And it is a fast quad-core processor is what is inside here as far as your processor. The back of it kind of tells you a little bit of what it does. Read and clear codes, obviously. Display live data in text, graph, and analog. That's what makes it bi-directional. Auto VIN technology, so when you hook it to the car, it should automatically pull the VIN number, year, make, model, the engine, everything, so you don't have to manually put all of that in. It'll relearn parking brake pad after replacement. So anytime these newer cars have an electronic parking brake in the back, a lot of times you have to be able to pull that in to service the brakes, to be able to push the piston in. And then when you're done, you have to put it back in that's putting it in service mode. When you're done, you have to take it out of service mode so it'll push it back out, the parking brake. So that's very important to be able to have that on this scanner also. It does a immobilizer function, so apparently it's going to program keys, forced regeneration, adjusting injectors for your DPF, that's diesel particulate filter. These new diesels have diesel exhaust fluid, and they have to do a regen process. When that diesel particulate filter gets nasty, it shoots this DEF fluid in there, you guys, and kind of burns it all off of there, and that's forcing, you can do a forced regeneration on your truck or car, whatever you have that has a diesel. Reset steering angle sensors, reset service mileage and service intervals, TPMS sensor relearn, and it supports battery registration and reset and more, you guys. We're gonna check it out. Let me unbox this. I've already unboxed it and I've registered it and everything like that. So not everything's in the package, but I wanna show you guys what it looks like when you first open it up. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it's like when you unbox it. Just take this little sleeve right off. All you gotta do, it comes in a nice blow molded case, which is always great to protect your scanner. It's not a soft case. I actually have an expensive scanner from another company that is a soft case. It's not a hard case. This is great. It has a handle you can carry it around. If you drop it, it's not a big deal. When you open it up, first thing you're gonna notice is your screen right here, the actual scanner itself. Very nice. It does have a screen protector on it. Once you take it off, once you're done, it says after application is completed. On top, you have a place for a memory card. This is your charge port, a USB power cord, and this is going to be for your dongle for your OBD2 is what that's for right there. It does come with a stand, you guys, built in, so you can stand it up on the surface. What I like to do, I like to put these over a steering wheel so I can sit in the driver's seat and I can actually look at the scanner and not have to actually hold it in my hands. It's very nice, feels well made. It's got nice rubber grips here on the side, so if you have stuff in your hands, it shouldn't slip out of your hand. So that is going to be the scanner. Now, all this stuff came in plastic, but I took everything out so I could go ahead and do the registration. So that's why I saved this. It all came in these cords and everything. So it's going to come with your adapter, and then it's going to come with your charge cable, USB on one side, and then the charge on the other side. Would be nice to see that as USB-C, so it's interchangeable, but they may do that on purpose. I am not 100% sure. Over here is your dongle, you guys. It is a 6-foot. Okay, it is a 6-foot dongle, you guys. This end right here plugs into your scanner. This end right here is going to go into your OBD2 port on the vehicle. And then up here is going to be your instructions. This is your instructions on how to install it and get it set up. Very easy to do, guys, to register it and to do all the updates. This right here, you guys, is so you can actually scan it and you can register it. Once you're done registering it, I want you to hook it into the vehicle, which we'll do here in a minute. And then this one right here is showing you everything that comes with it in the box, all your parts that come with it in the box. And then they do give you some lens cleaning wipes, which is very nice. Now, when you hook up your cord for the first time, make sure you have a solid connection before you twist the bolts in. Right there, make sure you push it in good, and then twist these in. I know this is something that should be self-explanatory, but people seem to cross-thread these things. And in fact, the Autel scanner we had at the other shop, the guys put it in completely sideways and broke one of these off. It's just, you just pay attention when you're doing it. Make sure it's fully flush before you put the screws in. All right, you guys, so what I want to do now, let's test the boot up. Let's see how fast it takes to go from completely off to ready to use the scanner. We'll hit the start button once I see the screen turn on. Okay, start. Let's see how long it takes. Because I always turned my scanners off when I went home at night and then turned them on again first thing in the morning. So if you have a customer there waiting, you don't want to have to wait forever for your scanner to boot up. So far we're 25 seconds in and it's still doing its thing. Okay, so I would say that is the boot up. So we'd say about 35 seconds because we should be able to just scan up here. It's initializing data. Okay, and we're ready to go. So I would say just under a minute. We'd say about 50 seconds once you have to actually touch the screen to boot the whole thing up to where you're ready to go. Now it's telling me I already have another update available because I did the updates in the registration a few days ago, you guys, but we had a death in the family and we haven't had time to do really anything around here. So that's why it's taking me a little while to get this done. Let's hook it on the truck and let's see what it does. All right, you guys, so we have it hooked up on my wife's Yukon. We just got this. It's actually 2011. So let's go ahead. Let me show you guys this right here. So the scanner's on, the ignition is in the run position, which is what you have to have. One thing I do want to mention really quick, like it says there's an update available. I want to show you guys something really quick. So right here, when you buy the scanner, you're going to be good until, like, this one expires 3/27/2025, the membership. And the membership after that is $125. Now, don't freak out yet. Once you buy this for your vehicle, and you do all the updates in that first year, if you decide not to do the membership and you keep this vehicle or vehicles that are older than what your updates already are on your scanner, you're fine. You don't have to do the update. But the updates are nice because, as like this one right here, BMW has recently done some type of update. There's more stuff that I can get. But you don't have to do the updates. So the $125 a year is worth it if you do this for a living. But if you're a DIYer, as long as when you buy it, keep it up to date that first year, and your cars, you should be good for a while. So don't freak out about that. But that's going to answer a question because people are going to ask, is there a membership fee? So at the main menu here, you guys, you can actually go underneath service if you want to. Underneath service is all kinds of stuff. Your oil reset, your brake bleeds for your ABS system. If you replace a caliper or something on these newer cars, you have to bleed the ABS module. That is what that does. Tire pressure monitoring system, electronic parking brake, your mobilizer keys, you can program keys with it. There's all kinds of different things on here, you guys, that you can do. But let's just do what most people want to buy a scanner for. And one thing I will say really quick, scanners do not tell you what's wrong with the car. Contrary to belief of what these auto parts employees think, a scanner does not, and I repeat, does not tell you what is wrong with the car. It's going to get you close, and then your diagnosing is where it comes in, where you figure out what's wrong with the car. Just because it says an oxygen sensor is bad from one of the parts stores or a piece of paper they give you does not mean you have to have an oxygen sensor. It could be something completely different. Or a cylinder 3 misfire does not mean you need an ignition coil. You may need something else. So take that with a grain of salt. But when you come in here, you can actually go through and you can pick out whatever you want. You can do this all manually. You have a history. You have American made, European, Asia, and Chinese made. What we're going to do, and we could go through and hit GM, go in and pick Yukon, all that stuff. But a foolproof way to do it is hit your vehicle identification. And we're going to do an auto detect. And that is going to basically pull up everything we need to know about this vehicle that the scanner needs to know. So there's our VIN number. That is correct. So it's decoding the VIN. So what that means, it's pulling up the engine. It's figuring all that stuff out. We do have automatic HVAC. Obviously, you have two different options here. We are under 8,600 gross vehicle weight. right here, 2011 light duty truck, GMC truck, Yukon XL. And what another cool thing is it does tell your battery voltage up there in that corner, 11.88 volts right now. Up here, you guys, really quick, let's go over this really quick. Right here's a printer. You can actually Bluetooth print whatever your report is that you're making on here. Let's see what this button does, because I'm not sure. Hang on a second. Oh, so you can screenshot or you can save it as a PDF. This one right here is probably to ask for help. I don't want to press it because I want it to take us online. Settings button, and then this button is to disconnect from the vehicle. We do not want to exit, so hit no. Okay, so let's hit yes. We're confirming. There's going to be two different things that pop up most likely, because I've had, like I said, I've had an Autel scanner in the past. You can do a full system scan, or, well, actually, we'll go over that here in just a second, or you can just go through and check codes. Hot functions, what I showed you a minute ago, this is exactly what this vehicle offers, okay, is that. Hit escape, diagnosis. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. You can do an auto scan. It's going to check every single module on the vehicle and check for fault codes. Or you can do control units. Let's just do control unit really quick. This is where you pick the module you want to talk to. So you have engine control, transmission control, electronic brake control, supplemental inflatable restraints, which is your airbag system, body control module, auxiliary, blah, blah, blah. FPCM is fuel pump control module with trailer brake control. All kinds of stuff. Instrument cluster, your radio. You can talk to all kinds of different modules, you guys. Let's just go in. And let's talk to the engine control module. Here's where you have your ECU information. It's going to tell you your serial number and everything of your ECU, trouble codes, freeze frame, live data, active test, and special functions. Let's check codes. Let's see if there's any codes in the engine. So right now we're just reading the codes. Let's just see if there's any codes in the ECM, engine control modules, what that stands for. Current and history DTCs. There are no fault codes detected, okay? If there was, it would show it to us right there. Now, let's check out live data. Let's see what's offered under live data. We want to go under, so this is your camshaft position sensor actuator, HVAC cooling, cruise, power takeoff. Let's just go under engine. This is, once you find your fault code, this is where you diagnose. So like right here, engine speed. Let's just start it up so you guys can see it. Okay, so our engine speed, as you guys can see, bumped up. Now what you can do, you can actually graph this. Let's see. Why do I not? Let's cancel all. Graph merge. Okay, got it. Okay, here we go. Graph merge. Okay, let's do engine cooled temperature. Okay, so the green is going to be engine cooled temperature sensor. Right now it's sitting at about 150 degrees, right around there. And then our RPMs, actually that's intake air temperature sensor. No, RPMs is blue. Now if I just add one of these, can I add it? No, it does not let me add it, which is fine. What I want to show you on your data though, so like right here, the desired idle speed on this vehicle is 608 is what it's wanting. Your range is 400 to 2,000. So it's always going to give you your ranges. So here's your oxygen sensors. Oxygen sensors are going to go low, high, low, high, low, high. That's how you know they're working properly in your millivolts. I mean, you guys, there's so much to learn on something like this. So let's cancel our merging. Let's go back. Up here is showing your alternator is working good, 14.34 volts. What I want to see is, does it give me, let's go ignition. This is what I want to see. So a lot of times on GMs especially, you're looking for crankshaft position sensors, which is what these are right here, or for your cylinder misfires. Crankshaft position sensor, everything right there is looking good. Let's see if it gives us cylinder misfires. There's your NOx sensors. Okay, now where are cylinder misfires? I would have thought it had been under ignition. Let's go back. Oh, misfire. It's right underneath of it. Okay, so here's your misfires right here. Obviously there's your engine speed, the engine's running. So if it starts to misfire any of these cylinders, any 8 of these cylinders, it's gonna start going up in numbers right here where all these goose eggs are. And then as it resets, it'll go into history, which will be down here, which is great. So you have all this, and you can watch. Let's just do 5 cylinders. You can watch all 5 cylinders. So if you had a misfire, they're all different colors. So it's giving you a graph. Cylinder 1's blue, cylinder 2 is green, and so on and so forth. And then if it misfires, it'd be that certain color over here. That is really cool because I never had that in the other scanner, the different colors. So you can actually watch all the cylinders if you want to all at one time instead of each cylinder individually. So that's great. Okay, so then you have active test. Let's see what active test is. So you can go and you can activate AC relay, starter relay, your misfire graphic, throttle position, remote vehicle start, disable history, reset, cylinder deactivation. You can check that out. Camshaft position sensor, or solenoid. Let's see. Special functions. Your oil life reset. Here we go. Crankshaft. This is what I want to mention. Crankshaft position relearn. So when you replace the crankshaft position sensor on one of these GMs, you have, and actually all cars, you have to do a crankshaft position sensor relearn procedure. That's what that would be right there. You don't want to do that unless you've actually replaced it. So I don't want to press it. But this scanner does all kinds of stuff. Let's check out one more thing. I want to check out ABS because I used to use that more than anything on GMs. Where we at? Electronic brake control module. Live data. I want to see if you can look at each individual sensor. You absolutely can. Left front, left rear, right rear. And what I would do when I'm driving, if I had ABS sensor fault codes, oops, cancel merging, graph merge. This is the screen I would have had it on, because if you get a fault code that says ABS wheel speed sensor, that does not mean the sensor's bad. You want to have a graph so you can watch it while you're driving. And if it starts going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, most likely 99 times out of 100, your tone wheel is cracked or the magnet has broken and pieces have fallen off, and that's why it's erratic. If you're watching the wheel speed sensor, it's constant, and then all of a sudden it drops off for a little bit, and then it comes back up, and then it works, and then it goes back down, that's almost always going to be the wheel speed sensor's bad. This is huge for me when I am diagnosing an ABS problem on a vehicle, is this right here, this graph. This is awesome right here. Let's see what else we can look at. Let's go body control module. Special functions. Let's see. This is where you program your keys, which is great on GMs because they're really easy to do on GMs. Then you have SRS. We're not going to go through all this, you guys, but it's all really cool that we can do this. And for the price of this scanner, you guys, I don't think you can't beat that. My gosh, that's giving you so much information, which is awesome. If we go back up to this screen, I don't know if I showed you guys this before or not. So if you scroll over, you can get support there. OEM authorization, that's if you're like programming a module you can do. Maxi video, which if you can hook a camera up to this, a scope, and put it down in a cylinder and use it as a camera. There is no camera built onto it though, you guys. Just FYI. User center. Under your settings is where you're going to pick out everything. Like here's your printer settings, report settings. Let's just click report settings. Report upload to cloud. Let's go printer settings. Print via PC link. Print via Wi-Fi. So your Wi-Fi printer. This is where your firmware can get upgraded, which I've already done all that. And there is a slot on the top for you to put a memory card in, which is very important in my opinion. This right here is going to show you that the vehicle is connected. It's got a green check mark. If you hit the home button, actually, hang on a minute. So this is like a normal tablet right here. You've got all kinds of stuff in here, your gallery, calculator, all that good stuff. Let's just try. Let's go online. Now there are no speakers on this, so YouTube's not going to work as far as that's concerned, but let's just see. Because we are full signal on Wi-Fi right now. It's not fast, obviously. That also depends on the Wi-Fi where you're at. Let's just go to YouTube. YouTube right there. Let's just check out my page. This looks just like it does on my my desktop. Okay, so let's go check out. Let's see, Fab Auto. That should pop up. Remove detailing. Latest shorts from Fab. Let's just click on a short. Let's just see if it'll play a video. It does. There's no sound, but it does play the video, which is pretty cool. And here you can just hit home. And then this button here is going to let us go in. Let's go back out of here. Home. This is how you're going to clear out your screens, your open screens. So, all in all, you guys, for the price, like I said, and just pay attention to the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys some discount codes. This thing is awesome. All right, you guys, so that's going to do it for this video. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Autel has given me a link for you guys you can go to on Amazon where you can buy this scanner. And when you go to the link, there's a $30 off coupon that you can clip. But on top of that, they're going to give you 13% off if you use my code. So the code is 13FABAUTO. We'll put it right down at the bottom of the screen. When you put that 13% off plus the $30 off, that takes this scanner from $479.99 down to $386.73. All those features that this scanner has for less than $400, that's unbeatable, because I have a scanner over in my box right now from one of the big tool trucks that costs probably about $4,000 that does the exact same stuff that this does. That's mind-blowing. This thing is packed with good stuff, great benefits when you buy this, you guys. All the stuff that it can do, all the data streaming and active tests and resets, brake bleeding, all the stuff. And it's very easy. It's all right there at your fingertips. The hot functions, everything you ever need is right there. And remember, a scanner does not tell you what's wrong with the car. You have to figure that out yourself. But this tool is going to help you do that. I wish that I'd had the option of this scanner when I was doing it professionally. I was a professional mechanic for right at 20 years, you guys. And I had a scanner that it did pretty good. But it wasn't as in-depth as like this scanner right here is. And I can tell you, Autel, they're a great company. We had a scanner from Autel for years. I don't know how long we had it. We used that thing all the time, and to the point where it got old enough that they didn't do updates on it anymore. We had to buy a different scanner. But that scanner was fantastic, and I think this thing's going to be just as good. I like the lightweight of it. I like the small footprint of it. The blow molded case, which is great, instead of a nylon case. Like my expensive scanner came with a nylon case. I love the blow molded case. Everything fits in there nicely, so you know it's going to be safe and you can take it somewhere. And if you drop it, hopefully everything's going to be okay because it's inside this case. But I'll tell this is a great machine. You guys will love this machine if you're looking for a good scanner, you guys, especially for something under $400. That's just ridiculous. So I want to say thank you so much for Autel for sending this scanner to me. I really appreciate that. I want to say thank you to you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.